It's probably not going to let me put anything up. Oh, there it did. But as you jump on here, please say hello and tell me where you're watching from tonight. As always, drop a hashtag Grateful Fed in the comments. We got a lot of things that are up tonight, and I'm really just unprepared. But sometimes it just be like that, and so we're gonna go with the flow tonight and see what happens. So if you are new here tonight, say hey for what's up from Georgia. It is not telling me your name, but it says Facebook user. So make sure you are giving StreamYard permission to see your information when you jump on here. Just like this one right here, it says Grateful Fed, Facebook heals up. But we see Kristen Dyden here. She is from Victoria. Hello, Kristen. Thank you for tuning in tonight. We appreciate you for showing up. If you can do me a favor, drop a Grateful Fed in the comments, tag a friend below. And thank you for being patient. Thank you for showing up. All of the things. Today has been a busy day in the Hometown Hippie Kitchen, but I want to go over a couple of things because it is Wednesday night, and if you're watching this, you might be watching it in a couple of places. As I always say, I am live in a bunch of places. I'm live here in the Hometown Hippie Grateful Fed VIP, or the Grateful Fed Hometown Hippie private group on Facebook. I'm also live on the Hometown Hippie Elevated Edibles business page on Facebook. And I'm also live on my personal YouTube channel, Tammy Nelson. So if you're watching over on YouTube, do me a favor, look below, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell that lets you know that I'm live so you get notifications via email and other ways you get your notifications. And then if you don't mind giving me a little thumbs up, I'd really, really appreciate you. If you're watching this in Facebook, I'd love, love, love if you could just help me out here and give me a little thumbs up, a little heart, a little O face, something fun on one of those reactions. That helps pump the live into people's feed. And since we are coming live a little later tonight than what I anticipated, I'd love for you to help me get this out to everybody. And if you're watching, do what it says below, right? Do what it says below. Say hello. Tell us where you're watching from. If you're part of the Grateful Fed family, drop us a hashtag Grateful Fed in the comments. All of those things are absolutely easy to do, and they will absolutely help other people to find the live and to find us here for all the big announcements and all the big things that are happening tonight. So thank you so much for watching that from YouTube. What's up, Grateful Fed? Susie from, is this Susie from Georgia? And then Amanda Giorgetti watching us from Clearwater, Florida. I thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight. There is a lot of things happening. There is always a lot of things happening, right? And today is no different. We have had a lot of new faces in the store the last couple of days, and that's been really great. We've been super excited to meet so many new Grateful Fed members. I do want to reiterate kind of how everything is going down and how it works so everybody is clear about that. Sorry, I'm very, very like, what is up, Elizabeth from Crew, Virginia? What is going on, Elizabeth? I'm trying to get my technology to work. I know the internet's probably lagging us a little bit behind. Let me hide that and see if it'll bring Amanda Giorgetti down. That's a great picture, Amanda. I love that so much. I'm trying to get that to come off so that I could put this one up, and it's just not working for me. And normally when that happens, my internet goes out. So if you see the screen pop back up to like just my logo, please just bear with me. I'll be back momentarily. My internet at this house has been kaputs. There's been talk on the internet, talk on the Facebook groups and people that are my neighbors about a new company buying See, it almost did it to me. Like I said it, and the internet was like, "Are you talking shit about me? Because I will go out on you right now as you talk shit about me." That is literally like what I was just doing, talking shit about something like right to its face. Deep thoughts by the hometown hippie. Don't talk shit about your internet when you're on your internet because it's like talking shit to somebody right to their face. I had to journal about that tonight. That makes me feel some kind of way. Sorry, internet. Like I didn't mean to say bad things. And it's funny because usually What's Up Wednesday is a lot about what's up, and tonight it's what's up. We're gonna talk about some stuff, right? So it's interesting because as many of you know, and some of you may have watched last night, I do work with a Reiki master who, just FYI, next weekend I will be taking the level 2 attunements, and I will be a level 2 Reiki healer. Hopefully after next weekend, if the good Lord willing, the creek don't rise, as my nanny would say. And so as we do that, I feel like I'm getting anxious, maybe, right? And I say I work with a Reiki healer because something she taught me, and it's interesting that we did these one card readings with Carly last night, and many of you were on there. And the card I got last night was fear, right? It was like, stop operating from a place of fear. And y'all seen me do this. And I'm so authentic because I show y'all that, like, to err is to human, right? To err is to be human. And just like many of you who struggle with maybe back and forth on some things that you're trying to, like, get better at or whatever, or like move up the spiral. Um, I'm very honest about those things that I am doing as well. And you see how it affects me. And I don't know if it's just that's the only way that I can teach it, is by, right now I'm kind of in it, and we're more of a community and a family, and it's just about being real with each other and showing each other that, it does take a village, and like not one of us is we are only as strong as the sum of our parts, right? So not one of us is no more important than the other of us. And I feel like sometimes when I take things on, that's what I have to remind myself. I'm like, we're a community. And, when I show weakness, it allows my community to step in and be strong sometimes. And a lot of times I think that people get into these Facebook groups or these communities where it's very much driven by who's in charge of it and who, but for me, it's very much about, it's just, I'm one of y'all, and I just happen to not be afraid to go live. Like, if anybody else would like to go live and like have a little chit chat, then go live and have a little chit chat, right? But it's about us as a community. And so when I show my weaknesses, to let other people know that we all struggle sometimes. But it also I try to show the lesson of the recovery. And sometimes I have to withdraw, and I appreciate each and every one of you for allowing me to be real and to have a safe space to do that. And so I hope that you all feel that you have a safe space to do that. And if you are new here to our community, we are the Grateful Fed family. We call ourselves the family because that's how we treat each other, like you would treat family, or like your soul family, people that you actually care about. I say being related by blood is one thing, but being family by choice is important as well. And I feel like being family by blood is important if you treat people like that. But we want to welcome you here, and we want you to know that we come live on Wednesday nights, and we talk about kind of like what's up in the community. And right now, if you are new to the group, we have a couple of things going on. So as many of you know, we just recently in the last few months moved into, we just spent our last Christmas holiday, right, and our new commercial space. So we have, my husband and I are business owners, and we work in the same building, and he has Heart of Virginia Hydro, which is a cultivation and wellness apothecary. So what he has in his store, and people are like, what is that? So what he has is crystals and teas and essential oils and smudges, and those are the things that I kind of like specialize in, and I talk to you about when you come in, the terpene shots, stuff like that. But he is carrying every single thing. So he's the cultivation, and I'm kind of the wellness piece of it, right? Like the kind of like the crystals and the terpenes and the essential oils and the woo-woo stuff, right? And so then he has everything you need to grow cannabis. So we believe that plants over pills, and we want to help you. Maybe you don't, maybe you just want to come and like have a can of consultation. but maybe you also would like to be able to grow your own medicine and really like get your hands in the dirt and spend time like with your plant and really turn it into a spiritual kind of like endeavor, right? That's kind of like the way that I'm thinking. I'm thinking about starting my own grow. And so it's going to be, an experience. Like I really want to like think about like the strain I want to grow, why I want to grow it, like really do an intuitive pick. I'm gonna put crystals in my tent. I'm really thinking about doing that. And we want to be able to give you all of the tools that you need if you want to get your hands in the dirt and if you want to start growing your own and being a part of like the Home Growers Club and the Grateful Growers and all of that. What we're also offering, and what I'm also offering as like a scholarship kind of, is that I would like to, if you would like to be an affiliate grower, which means that you would grow certain strains so that I then could utilize the trimmings for the medicine. So we would work together where you would grow. I would help with the cost of maybe the seeds, right? Maybe some other things I could, help with. Maybe your little your little seedlings, and then you would be able to allow me, because you got the seedlings for free, to have the trimmings from it, right? So things like that we could work together on so that we can make sure we have the most medicine for our community with the most different strains. And then I could also, with the membership, I'm going to teach you how to take that raw material product, right? How to use that in other items such as other essential oils, crystals, all the holistic ways, right? Teaching you how to even preserve your own food, all the things you would need to kind of sustain yourself, right? That's all going to be on the YouTube channel. So much stuff, right? And it's about helping you grow. So that is the idea of our businesses, right? So the cultivation and wellness apothecary, the cultivation, it's all the things you, the hydroponic systems, the correct nutrients, the correct soils, all of the things that you need to grow your own medicine. Then you're a part of the community. You're in with the Grateful Growers. And then if you would like to work with the Hometown Hippie on our side of the house, which we are doing what we have always done, right? Our Reiki infused bakery. We'd love to try to become an affiliate grower for you one day. That is awesome. I'm not sure who that is. Is that Courthouse Cannabis? I'm not sure. This is Facebook user. For some reason, my intuitiveness is saying that it's Courthouse Cannabis. I'm not sure if that's who it is or not. So we want to work with we want to make sure that we are, that there's intentionality and love from the time that the seed goes into the dirt. As everything comes into the store, I'm smudging all the things, spritzing all the doors. So we're even offering opportunities if you'd like to come in and we'll do a Reiki infused grow. I will help Reiki infuse your tent. We will get you a cornerstone for a crystal for your tent. So we really want to make sure that we are helping you however you need in that realm of the world, right? Now, speaking of the membership and all the things we have going on, so we have the Cultivation and Wellness Apothecary. That is all Heart of Virginia Hydro. That is 100% come in 10 to 6, Tuesday through Friday, 10 to like 2 on Saturdays, 10 to 3. We're playing with those hours. It's wintertime right now. So we'll see about that. But then we also have the Grateful Fed, right? The Grateful Fed members, the Grateful Fed membership private lounge, right? The private club. It's me. Oh yeah, Destiny Brandon. I'm sorry. I thought it was Courthouse Cannabis. Sorry. And so we then have the private Zen-Den, the place where we want the community to gather. We want to offer a space for you to come and sit and take a deep breath. There's going to be an aquarium. The TV is there, and I finally got it all hooked up with the Roku, so there's going to be like movies and stuff. There's going to be, I got a puzzle table coming. If anybody has puzzles they want to donate, No, I'm not. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. No, you are. You totally are. I thought it was Courthouse Cannabis because they're another brand that has been, we've been working with. That's all. That's all. And that just had their like feel to it. Like we would love to try to become an embroidery. That's just how they speak. So no, we would love that. We would love that very much. So the lounge is going to give us places for meditations, for sound baths, for classes, for Reiki classes, for social gatherings, for just a place like if, say, for example, maybe you're a mom, right? You're a Canna mom and you have been running around all week and you've got kids that have dance and there's no reason to go all the way home and drive all the way back, but you just have to sit in your car for an hour outside of a building, right? And just wait for no reason. It's, you haven't got time to really go to Walmart or whatever, but you just have to sit there and wait. So this is a place you can come over to our shop and you don't have to do anything other than sit there, maybe be comfortable on the couch and talk to somebody else. Journal, maybe plug your laptop in and do something you need to do because you can sit up and be comfortable. Maybe you can work on a puzzle and just unwind your mind and nobody's yanking at you. Just come in and like get a hug if you need one, right? Find out if there's anything that, if you're like, I'm struggling with this, put it on like the It Takes a Village board. I want to put It Takes a Village board up. So if people need a service, they can put a little note up and the people that want to fill that need can just take it and try to do something with it. I'm going to believe that our community is going to be of the utmost integrity and honor. That's the intentions we're going to set for that. And before we start our day of service on Saturday, I am going to like bless the area. We're going to smudge it. And we're going to hold space that everyone that comes, the opportunities to their highest and best, and that will create community, and that everyone will get along and one accord. And we're working with the same purpose in mind, with steady hands and steady hearts. And I just believe that our community is going to make a difference, and it's going to change things. And I hope that each and every one of you believe that. And I hope that each and every one of you go hold space for that. And I hope that you will show up. We are going to do our day of service from noon until 4 on Saturday. So talking about what's up, the store's open, and then we're getting ready to open up the Grateful Fed Lounge. January's open enrollment for that. And that is our private community membership. If you're in person, that is going to cost $222 per person per year. I am offering payment plans for that. I am also offering some exchange of energy for money off, and then you can also do a payment plan. So if you would like to do some exchange of energy work for part or all of your membership, depending upon what services, like people have exchanged big items for their membership, and it was of equal or greater value. And I tell people all the time that you can give time, talent, or money, and I put a dollar value on it to cover cost of like the events we have planned. But there's an exchange of energy, and there's things that I'd have to come out of pocket to pay for. And if people want to help do those things, then it's the same thing as money. And that teaches you how to really think about more of a bartering and a local economy and how to make it make sense. And so I want to make it make sense for people. I get it. Eggs are $7 a fucking dozen, right? So I 100% get it. And so I'm trying to make that work for everybody. Now, days of service are 21 and up events only, okay? And it is going to be a day of service. We're going to do some work. We're going to paint. We're going to clean. We're going to take some screws off the walls. There's going to be some moving of some items. It's a day of service. It's an exchange of energy for money off of the membership. And that's what it is. It's going to be a quick day. Many hands make light work. We'll get it done in no time, lickety split. Because it's going to be many hands make light work. We're going to paint some walls is what we're going to do. That is the plan for Saturdays, to get everything painted. Then I want to go ahead and get the carpet squares, and Red said he would get those down this week. If anybody maybe wants to come by this week and help him do that, then, he might take some help. He's more of a get it done kind of guy. You know what I mean? Like, it's the more people are in his way, the worse it is. So that's probably just like kind of a him job. But, if anybody wants to reach out, we can work it out, right? And then that means the flooring is down. Then I will be putting up some of the, the decor I have, the tapestries, the lights, the fish tank that's coming. Are y'all seeing me? Am I frozen? I haven't seen a comment in a while. Can I get some thumbs up, some hearts? What are y'all thinking about this? say hello, tell me what you think. I've been running my mouth. I just want to make sure everybody's here with me. It's like a lot of like me staring at myself and just talking. And I want to make sure that everybody's tracking. This is like what you want to hear, what you showed up for. I will say that I will be going live in the morning from the shop because I have Mel made all of the wheel decides, like to be able to spin the wheel for prizes from all of the drawings for this week, for like commenting your favorite breakfast and the bingo cookies and stuff like that. And I completely spaced, and they're on her laptop at the shop. So it's all good. Yeah. If you got one of my dinners tonight, that's what else is up, right? If you got one of my dinners tonight, you got a chocolate chip cookie, and you're probably looking like me right now because I got a pork chop dinner tonight too. But I did not eat a chocolate chip cookie tonight. I am. This live is brought to you by the peanut butter stuffed surprise cookie. And I did break a piece off of that today, and because Sheila had not tried one, and I was like gonna bring it home as my treat tonight, and I was like, Sheila, you haven't tried one. Here, take a bite of this. And I gave Mel a piece or whatever, and I ate the rest of it, and so now I'm struggling keeping my eyes like, are they open or are they not? This live might end with a twist, but yeah, so I'll have to I will be going live in the morning to do those drawings and giveaways so that y'all will be able to have that. Can somebody tag Heather Johns, because I cannot believe she is not here tonight, and I know I'm late, and I hope that everything is okay. We need to check on Heather Johns. Speaking of Heather Johns, she so graciously donated 4 meals tonight, and the people who got them could not be more deserving. Both people were struggling. Everybody's high, like we had in school. You go live at 8:30, we ain't talking. You go live at 8, we're still smoking our joint. Yeah, I got you on that. Like, I'm like, because that's what I was like. Ooh, I've been talking a lot. Like, I need somebody else to talk. That's where I got. Like, I got to the point, and I just watched one of my eyes go this way and one of my eyes go that way. Ooh. You know what I'm waiting on? This is all the things. I just got this. Like, I'm sitting in the courtroom watching myself. Like, that's evidence. Like the Johnny Depp Amber Heard. Like, people talking. It's awful. Sorry. I'm sorry. This is funny. I'm sorry. Sometimes it be like that, right? So I gotta tell y'all a funny story too while we're on the subject of stuffed peanut butter cookies. But I want to get back to the point at hand, and we're gonna see how my brain has wrapped this into a circle and got this straight. So we're talking about the day of service. It's going to be from 12 until 4. I am going to buy some pizzas, and we'll see if people get there what we want on them and stuff. And then I'm going to do a little like, a little thank you at the end kind of thing. So we are all cool and dandy for that. The next event, because it's open enrollment for January, so these are things that everybody gets a chance to come see if they want to take a part of. The day of service can help you maybe earn some credits off of it. If you've not, I'm going to like have a one-on-one conversation, I hope, with some people who haven't joined yet. Send out some text messages, things like that, set up some appointments to have some conversations. But the next event in January that is open to everyone is going to be next Sunday. So we have an event this Saturday from 12 until 4, which is the day of service. We have I can't see comments, so I don't know if y'all can see me or not. It might just be because y'all put emojis up. But then next Sunday from 12 until 3, we are going to do a new moon manifestation sound bath and meditation in the Zen Here's what I'm asking you to do. We're gonna start the sound bath around 1. I said 12 to 3 because I want to give people time to get in and get settled, because once we start the sound bath, I am locking the doors and putting a note up that says no entry. Sorry, we're started, and I have like shades and stuff coming so that we aren't interrupted from our sound bath. That'll be when that happens. It's a Sunday. The store is closed. It'll be just sound bath meditation. I encourage you to bring your yoga mat or something comfortable to sit on if it's better for you to sit. A pillow, if you want a blanket, wear something comfortable. Bring a journal and a pen, maybe some tissues. I'll probably get a couple boxes once we get the Zen Den up and running. Like I got a lot of stuff to do the next week. There'll be some plants in there. You want to bring a Bing bag? Bring your Bing bag. It's like your Bing bag. I don't care, like what you need. And then so we have that event. So we're going to have the sound bath, been an hour-long meditation sound bath. Then we'll take some time to share. And then at that, if you would like to partake of a little sweet treat, that will be included as a gift from me. Because you're letting me do, it's like my first sound bath. I'm going to work on some music and some things like that. But I really want to be able to, you're kind of letting me do some things. So I appreciate that. And we're just going to kind of take a time to look at ourselves and really go into a place and see things and manifest. And it's going to be after my Reiki 2 attunement. So I'm super excited for that. And the energy should be big. And I'm hoping it's going to be great. I'm not going to be scared. That's why some of this fear is a lot of things happening, right? Whew, but it's okay. It's all good in the hood. And I'm reframing fear to excitement because it's very exciting, right? Are y'all excited? Can I get some whoop whoop, some haze? Can y'all show me some excitement in the comments? Because if we're going to reframe it, then I need everyone to kind of help me reframe it. And that's holding space. And if you have the ability to help me hold that space of excitement for all these things, and hopefully that your excitement will turn into support and you'll come out and join us for these events, because it's even more important if you could hold space in the space with me. That would be great. And then we'll work on connecting energy and really just manifesting the best year ever for everyone, right? And so that's Sunday at 12 to 3. And then we're going to come back the next Saturday morning, the 28th, which is our final free kind of open enrollment kind of membership drive, bring a friend kind of thing. And that's going to be our baked brunch. And that's going to be from 11 to 1. And that's going to be a pay to play event because there's going to expense for you're going to get a whole brunch. So it's going to be $10 for card holding Grateful Fed members. So if you're a member, then you're going to be able to get your brunch ticket for $10. And if you are a non-member, it's going to be $15. I need you to, they're going to be pre-order tickets so I can guarantee the people show up for the food I'm going to make. And I'm going to make enough food for the people, right? And there's going to be dosed and undosed items. There's going to be a lot of dose and a lot of new things you're not going to see other than there. I'd like to debut our Waken Bacon cinnamon roll with the candied bacon and maple on top. That's going to be dosed. I know there's going to be biscuits and gravy. I know there's going to be some sweet or waffle or I'm thinking some hot wings, some hot chicken and waffles, making these really good chicken tenders and then tossing them in the hippie hot sauce and then serving those with a really cool waffle kind of thing that's with a hot honey or something. You know me, always thinking something up. Giving you some options. We're going to have some honey butter, some dosed apple butter, some fried potatoes, all the deliciousness that's brunch, maybe some turkey sliders. I don't know. I got lots of big things in my head for this brunch, depending upon how many of y'all decide to come out and get baked at brunch. We will find out. We will have some fun stuff going on that day. And then I know that in the first one of the big things we're going to do, and so I think I'm going to throw a really fun idea for Valentine's Day kind of deal. I want to do a fun puff and paint, like a Valentine's paint. So I'm going to see about getting somebody out to come do one of those paint parties where I'm actually excited for all this. I've never tried any of this meditation, spiritual development. Very stoked. Awesome. I'm so excited. Also, if anybody is interested in Reiki level 1, if you're interested in doing Reiki, and I'm going to let you know something, if you ever want to work for me, everyone who works for me is Reiki level 1 certified.
Have to be. I got to get mine.
Yeah, Red's got to get his. They have to be.
But I don't work for you.
You don't work for me, but you may end up working with me in the kitchen some.
I work with you every day.
Yes.
Because you are the best woman in the world.
Yeah, he's up my booty hole right now. I don't know why. It is, and we have a lot of things exciting we're doing. So then we're going to do the big brunch. We're going to have an Uno tournament in February. Who wants to start an Uno league? That just sounds so much fun to me. I don't know why. And Elizabeth Clark has like thrown down the gauntlet, like she's like the Uno like champion or something. But I've got some games back there, and they're in my storage unit now. Actually, we've got trivia. We can do Trivial Pursuit night. We could have a whole game night. And Skip Bow, that's the game that like I want to call the gauntlet on. I love me some Skip Bow. So I'm thinking we'll do some maybe some game nights. The TV's in there. Maybe we'll do some like let's watch a Wednesday marathon. I don't know. We'll do something fun, right? And that's the idea of being able to offer this space to the membership. And that's the kind of stuff we're going to do. Just really laid back stuff to where you're around like-minded people who are being kind to one another for no reason other than they're just sending out good vibes, and see if that doesn't change how you vibrate and how you behave in this world, right? If you are living in a place of just angry all the time, and let me tell you what, y'all, my fuck around and find out has been on freaking 3,000 this week. I have been prickly as they come. Mercury is in retrograde, and I am trying Cards Against Humanity. I have like expansion packs. Do not fuck around and find out. But I have been the worst. Like I honestly, like I overstepped a bunch of boundaries in the last couple of days, like with myself, with other people, with just falling into like old ego driven habits. And I recognize it, and I hate it. And I sat up all night long last night, and it is not pretty, right? It is not pretty. But here's the truth of the matter, right? We all fuck up sometimes, and all we can do is say, you know what? Some days my good ain't shit, my best ain't shit, and today my best was not a whole lot of shit. I did a lot of things really good, and I know that number one. Sorry, Heather. Girl, I missed you. I want to tell y'all, the meals that we did tonight, they were chef's kiss. They were chef's kiss. And Heather is our original gangster, like our lifetime Grateful Fed, like the original OG. I can't wait to I need a display case for the crystals. Like I need Red to make me like our crystal wall where we put like our energetic crystal wall and set like our little grid up. Because she bought us so much stuff for the Zindan. I've got this big selenite piece I'm going to take. I've got just beautiful pieces in there. It's going to be a healing room. It's going to be phenomenal. But Heather donates dinners every Wednesday night because we do. I take the hard work out of homemade on hump day. So on Wednesday nights, I do a homemade dinner. I'm working on recipes for a cookbook about intuitive cooking and just some things I'm putting together. Some like, how did I do this, right? And I kind of journal through it and I kind of figure it out. And I've been doing them now for a couple of weeks. And tonight we did a pork chop a la Tammy is all I can call it. A grilled pork chop over a rice pilaf and country style green beans that were fucking delicious, baked apples, dinner rolls, and then a chocolate chip elevated dessert for Grateful Fed members. And Heather was gracious enough every week that she pays for 4 and says find homes for these dinners, and she sends them out into the world knowing that they'll find the right home between the two of us. And I guess a lot of you seen the post from one of the people who we've donated the dinners to. They are very grateful and thankful, and it's a blessing to them, and they appreciate it, and it really matters. The people that need it got it tonight. Like, you know, like the people that get it always need it. But tonight, just it hit home tonight for me. You know what I mean? I always know when tears come, right? That's a release of things that are like need to come out. Because there's things that need to come in. There's some things that need to come in and bless you through the top. And you have to get the tears out to allow room for it. And this big full moon cycle that we're coming off of going into the new moon next week, it's a lot of that getting rid of. And I have been gripping and holding on with like talons to all the things and trying to get my arms around all the things because so much stuff is changing. So much stuff is changing everywhere. And like Krista said, at least you recognize it. Most don't. That's a heads above, and it's about that, right? It's like I recognize the feeling in my body. And that's the thing that Reiki does. So if you are interested in like learning more about Reiki, we do have a level 1 Reiki class with my master Carly, and it is going to be the first weekend in February. And if you need the Zenden to come sit in, I will 100% offer the space on that day, that weekend, that Saturday, for anyone who wants to take that in person in the room with like the Zoom up on the big TV for everybody to watch it together. So if you want to do the attunements, if you don't have internet at your place, whatever, let us know. You have to work with Carly to get signed up, and then we would I'll work with her on like one of the, like, I don't know what you would call it, like one of the Zoom in locations would be the Zendens, and you could see all the people or whatever. We'd have the camera set up for that, but I'd have to work on that. And I'm still working on technology, so that one, it might not be this time, but if you want to take the class, you can definitely take it. Thank you, Kristen. I appreciate that. And I know that my community supports me. It's just that trust fall sometimes, right? When you fall into old ego driven habits, you have those toes on the diving board, right? You can't do that trust fall yet. Like I've got to just lean in and like believe it. Like my head knows it, my heart knows it, but that solar plexus, man, that thing is like, ooh, and the throat. I do not know what this throat chakra thing is about. But wow. So we were talking on our live last night with the card draws about the Reiki students getting together doing Reiki on each other. And I'm going to do some Reiki on my throat tonight. And if anybody wants to send any Reiki energy to my throat, I will take it. I will gladly take it because it has been on fire. So if y'all can send some heart energy to that throat, because it is bad. It is real bad. And and it's bad, and I know why it's bad. I know how to fix it, but I ain't ready for it yet. So I keep band-aiding it. That's another thing with my Reiki that I think that's why it's catching up with me, is that I feel like a lot of things that I needed to like work through, I pulled energy in and I like put a little band-aid on for a minute and gave it a lot of light energy to like kind of like put a band-aid on it, like wrap it up, put some new gauze in it, right? Funny honey and some hot tea. Yeah. And the intentionality on that is to speak your truth, because it's a throat chakra kind of thing that I've intended it for. And I've really enjoyed doing the research on flavors. And it's so interesting that we have really matched flavors with terpene profile. And if y'all talk to Selena, I'm like teaching her all these like intricate little tricks and, the things that we have for the community. It's just they're growing exponentially, and the fear is because there's change, and that's all it is. And it's also, different when you start really spending time in person together and having to hold space and right. Because I used to spend a lot more time solitary in the kitchen, and now it's a lot more time in public. And so I'm just learning to kind of hold my space. Oh man, I'm feeling you tonight. Bowl hits and goodies got me tonight. Everybody got really stoned tonight. Like everybody was up there watching a little while ago. Heather, I was like, is anybody watching? I was like, there's a lot of numbers over here. Like, am I even on the internet still? And everybody's like, yeah, we're just high. Oh, I will take that. I will take it. I will take it. I will take it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And I'm going to tell y'all a little story about a couple of things. So, number one, the peanut butter stuffed cookie is holy moly. It is fun. Like, if I wasn't doing this live, I would be talking a pile of shit in there and laughing my face off. And my eyes would be a lot. I would be doing it. Let me tell you how I would be doing it if I was not on live. This is how I would sit, because this is way more comfortable than doing this, but it's okay. Right? So yeah, I didn't anticipate this, but it is a fun buzz, but it is a big buzz. So if you are an amateur, and we put that on kind of the things, these are big milligrams on some of these things, but that's why I feel like the value is definitely there. It's like a little bit of healing all the way through the week, and that's what it's meant for. So I'm a go big or go home kind of gal. And I honestly was just trying to de-prickle my pear tonight because I have been a raging fuck around and find out crazy person today. Um, I see it. I can help out with the help of your Reiki master. We flew into each other tonight. Awesome. I love that so very much. I love it. I need it. I'll take it all. Um, ooh, it's still on fire. Oh, prickly is. I was prickly, prickly, prickly. Right. I have been prickly, prickly, and like I was rude to people today. Like I like had to apologize to my husband. Rude to people today. Like I had a situation today where to like just like I completely I was like I cannot. I have to walk away from this. I'm taking some time right now to send some hard energy out because I can't even like I will talk about this with the appropriate people at the appropriate time in the appropriate way, and I'm not in an appropriate headspace to have this conversation tonight. But I was not a kind person. I did not change the world one person at a time. I was not impeccable with my language. I did not do my best. I did I let ego. It's funny how okay, let me ask you a question. Is my camera blurry or are my eyes blurry? Because I look blurry to me. Do I need to focus my camera or do I need to focus my eyeballs? Talk amongst yourselves. So yeah, I was awful. I did not. It's me. It's like okay, better, right? Okay, so yeah, it's whoopee on that. Whoopee on that. So that's the peanut butter stuffed cookie. That's the evening you get with that. Um, yeah, I went big and I fucked around and found out all day long today. It's apparently with my nighttime treat too. So, yeah, I was, and I apologize, and I said I can't. I let Mercury retrograde beat my ass. It does not change the way that I feel about the people I was rude to. I just don't like the way that I approach the situation, and that makes sense. Like I'm not taking back the way that I feel about that energy, but I will tell you that I didn't behave the right way, and I have two options today, right? I could do what I did most of the day and grip onto it and make myself miserable. Or I could do what I decided to do this afternoon was I said, you know what? I can't be in my kitchen like this. This energy has got to go. I have to stop this nonsense. And I walked myself outside and I took deep breaths. I had Mel smudge me with some liquid smudge. And I said, I can't change what just happened, but I cannot let it happen again. So we smudge the doors so that energy like that can enter our space. And tomorrow morning, I'm going to sage the entire place with like I'm gonna get like I'm gonna burn a smudge and really like cleanse out the juju because it's a lot of big energy in there. A lot of big things have happened. So I have not cleansed it like I need to since the holiday party, and it needs a good cleaning. Like it needs a good. Whew, let's get this cleansing out, especially on this with its full moon energy still in play. We can clean it all out, get rid of all that no longer serves. I'm going to set some intentionality on the doors. I'm going to put some crystals in place and some places, and it's all going to be fine. But I can't change what happened an hour ago. I can't change what happened 5 minutes ago. But I can make sure that moving forward, right, that I recognize and grow from and raise the way that and change the way that I look at those situations. And will I never be triggered again into to being behaving that way? I certainly hope not. I certainly hope not. But I can't say that it'll never happen because people can infuriate you and on the wrong day with the wrong energy in the wrong space. But my goal is every day to be a better person. And so my messages on this What's Up Wednesday, right, is that there's a lot of stuff that's up. The world is upside down crazy right now as well, but we have the ability to flip it back the way we want it by just taking a breath and starting over. And just like we talk about going out every day and showing other people kindness because it costs nothing, I'm going to encourage you on this What's Up Wednesday. If you're like me and been a little prickly, that's what's up, right? Prickly as hell. Um, Reframe the place of fear that whatever this anger and this stress and this anxiety is coming from. Whatever has you nervous or upset, um, approach it from a different angle, an angle of a higher vibration, which is what I've had to do. It's this fear of expansion, this fear of growth, this fear of responsibility, right? I've got a lot more things up, right? Feeding more people, doing more things. The things that we've been dreaming about are starting to happen, which means I'm spread a little bit thinner. And so instead of remembering that the universe says, I give you nothing more than you can't do, it's all unfolding exactly as it should. Everything is gonna happen just as it should. Know that you are divinely guided. This is all going to be okay. Everything is happening exactly in the places and the pieces, and everybody's happy and nothing's wrong. But then ego creeps in, right? Ego creeps in. And it makes you fall back into these old habits of self destruction and self protection. And don't talk down to me because I'm a woman. Do not mansplain stuff to me. Do not. I felt your energy. You walked in this door. This man would not even take his sunglasses off in the sky. He was inside all day. And we're in there talking, and it's a business meeting. It's the first time I've met you. Like, hi, look me in the eye. And it just bothered me. Like, that was a big turn off for me. Like, I got real weird vibes. Like, I don't know, like just weird vibes. Like that, I don't know, like I don't know. I don't know, right? I don't know. But I didn't handle it the right way. I did not do that. I was not impeccable with my language. I did not speak in a way that they could hear me. And that's where I learned my lesson, right? That's where I say, like, you know what I do next time, and Red I talked about, is like, that's not something that you interact with. Don't even exchange energy. I handle that. That leads into that trust, trusting in someone. That's, you're here, divinely here. This is what we're supposed to be doing. God, the universe is like, I gave you. Red is supposed to talk to that person. He's here for that reason. This guy didn't come in until he came here. Why are you even out there talking to them? It's not meant for you to be out there. Let him handle this, right? Let that be the that's what that's supposed to do. And so what we're going to do on this What's Up Wednesday, right, is we're going to know that in any moment you can start over. You can turn it around, and you can remember, because it costs nothing to be kind. We talk about the power of one, and I say some days the person you have to change the world for is yourself. And that's what I did tonight with that peanut butter stuffed cookie, right? That's what I did tonight. I'm like, I gotta change my perspective. I've gotta do a pattern interrupt and a reset. And that's the only reason I'm reaching out. That's not really like that for me. Your movement is also moving me. I love that. I love that very much. I love that very much. And that's what it's supposed to be, the power of one, right? We're supposed to, exactly, factory reset. Like, I'm like, you know what? I need to catch my breath. I need to get my feet in the dirt. It's been cold outside. I have not taken care of my spiritual needs. I've not been journaling like I'm supposed to. Um, and I'm not shitting. I'm like, I'm shitting all over myself. I'm like, I'm doing exactly what I can do in this moment. I'm doing my best. And then Thank you. Thank you. And it's okay. I'm like, I'm doing my best. And it's 2023. And there's big things coming. And right before, expansion comes that we always get in that weird place, right? We always get we call it the ring past naught, what Carly used to call it. We're like, right, you know how like whenever like anything in like a movie before it explodes and gets bigger, like Stranger Things or whatever, like the thing is like shaking and it's like red and it's like it's gonna blow, and then it just like expands and gets bigger because it's like at that breaking point. It can either like burst into a million pieces and break, or it can just get bigger. And you have to trust that you're always expanding. And then you get to that expansion, it's like, oh, I'm comfortable again. It's almost like, think about it in the morning, right? When you put those pants on when you've eaten too much the night before, or is it just me? Right? And you put those pants on and they're like, oh, and they're real tight, but like then they're like the stretch pants. And so by the time like your belly really releases, like they're a little loose by the end of the day, you're like trying to pull them up and you think, look at all the weight I've lost today. Like, oh, I'm so skinny. You just know the pants are just like going past their breaking point 3 or 4 times in that day and stretched out enough to where they've just given up. I think that's probably just my pants and just like, Tammy, I can't do it anymore. Like we're just gonna both be saggy today. And I'm like, I got you. I think you're just trying to do too much by yourself. You have help. I have lots of help. I do have lots of help. And I'm leaning into my help. I really, really do. Um, I am problem solving and rearranging right now. So here's the problem, right? And I know what the problem is, and I can tell you what the problem is, and y'all probably don't care, but here we are. So if you're here, let's tell you why. Um, yeah, me too, Heather. Um, I am in flow when my creative mind is just rocking and rolling. And so, but when I am having like right now, I am having to do like analytical work, like logistics, like it's a new accounting system and a new payroll system with a CPA and a new filing and a new like workflow and timesheets, and there's new people and there's new stuff happening. So when my brain is having to like do all of those like maze things and the things that my brain does not like to do, my brain does not like to do adulting things. It loves to create like, it would be delicious, some lemon lime Kulu pops or something. Like when I'm in the kitchen and I'm in my zone and the music is playing and I'm dancing around, I could I could do that all day long, and I could jump a marathon and my energy is huge, and the force is strong when that's happening. But right now, my brain is like, I don't like this, and but it's getting a lot better at it. And those two sides of the brain are kind of doing this and they're doing that right now. So that's what's going on inside my head. And so yes, the all the things like invoicings and retail and the final pieces and parts and the all the all of the like I've got to do all the big creative, like I can vision this. And now it's like actually like putting the SKU numbers on stuff, and it's like, fuck this, I'm doing, like, isn't that the fun part? Like I don't like this part. This part sucks. So that's my brain is just having that little like weird meltdown. And so I had to do a factory reset tonight, and I had not done that because I had been so in my brain that I couldn't even like. So tonight I did a factory reset, and did What's Up Wednesday. So that's what's up tonight. So what is up tonight? Number one, I forgot the drawings because I'm an asshole. Let's just be honest. They're at the shop on Mel's computer. It's Will Decides. I'll show you. I'll take the camera and show you tomorrow. They're there. She had a spreadsheet. She did all the work. I just didn't do the work I needed to do. And like I said, today my best won't shit, and it's what it is. Um, but I will go live with those. Yes, it's all good. It's all good. I've got the hand that I need um very soon. Everything is just falling right into place. It's all coming together. Exactly as it should, with no issues and concerns. Um the the membership is open enrollment right now for January. If you want to come by and check out an event, come by and check out an event. We ask that you make a decision. We have real conversations about it. Um, The membership gives you lots of benefits. It helps build the community. It helps support the community. And all the good work that we do is paid for by your memberships, your participation, your time and energy and talent, all those things. So if you're ready to commit, we'd love to have you be part of the community. If you're only going to be virtual, go ahead and grab your membership. I do have to tell you that I have 10 virtual memberships to give away still. I'm just trying to figure out the right, proper way to get those into the right hands. And he said he wants it to be people who really just cannot afford that need it. And he wants us to find the right people that like can't get out and that need the virtual but need to hear this message. So if you've got people who need the spiritual piece, who need to, come to the workshops, it's for that, right? Yes, I know, I know. I'm gonna need more hands, I'm sure. Um, I am stressing over the food truck. I'm just being putting out there. I've had calls into the company and I am not getting calls back. And I'm getting a little stressed about it. And so that's a lot of what this problem solving is. Like, how do I have to go to the company? What do I need to do? How do I flip this script now at this stage? So we're working on those details. And, but the membership is really and truly going to be something special this year. We're going to do an energy series starting in February, starting with the root chakra. We're going to do the open enrollment in January with the manifesting, why energy is important, what a chakra is. And we're going to do workshops. We're going to have so much interesting stuff. Um, Ways to connect you to our affiliate workers, retreat information, class information, workshop information. I think like the My Mystical Life, they're going to two different places this year, Montauk and Sedona. I know that Carly's got a retreat in the Shenandoah Valley. We have hippie holidays coming up in Farmville in April. I'm sure there's going to be other opportunities that I can let you know about retreats. My friend has a retreat space in Solstice Punta Gorda in Florida, a yoga retreat. They're always offering amazing packages down there. If you're in Florida, it's a day's drive. She's like near Tampa. Go spend time with Robin. She's one of my people. I mean, she's part of our family. I want to start connecting us. Where is your hometown? Where can you be your own hometown hippie? Can you do it like a meet and greet in your space? Like, hey, we're doing a hometown hippie gathering in Tampa, or we're doing a hometown hippie gathering in Key West or Key Largo or in uh, all the places. It would be so awesome, like to see everybody get together because you're a community and you can get together if you can are close to each other in Ohio and Pennsylvania and North Carolina and all the different states that we I'm back. Can y'all still see me? I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Sorry, I also had to run and get something to drink because I got cotton mouth so bad I couldn't. My tongue was sticking to the top of my mouth. The universe is like, go get something to drink. I'm gonna pause you real quick. Um, but yeah, so the membership is important. We have 10 virtual memberships to give away. Um, he said put them in the right hands. We're gonna put them in the right hands. Use the money for the right things. We're gonna use the money for the right things. I'm figuring out the way to do that. The membership is going to be amazing. We're going to have lots of stuff going on. The in-person membership is going to have socials and opportunities for so much stuff, education, workshops in person. And we hope that you will all join us to do all the things we want to do. That is what's up in the store and all the things. What's up with Hometown Hippie is we've got one last bingo bash, before we're done with bingo, and that is going to be the first Wednesday in February. The first Wednesday in February, and if you come to the Grateful Fed Zenden to play, and you're a Grateful Fed card holder to get in. You have to be a Grateful Fed card holder to get in. You will get a free bingo board at the door. And if you are a virtual Grateful Fed member, if you RSVP coming or we'll do something, I'll get you one out in the mail on your next order. So if you place an order, you'll get a bingo board with your order for being a Grateful Fed member, virtual member, and we'll get you a bingo board out. There will be so much fun stuff at the events. I will always probably have some grab and go items. So if you'd like to take some things home that maybe you just see, we might have some little things that you'll only be able to get there because they're kind of plated. So that's an opportunity to like try some new things like cheesecakes and things that we cannot ship. And I don't want to put them on the menu and make everybody mad because they can't get them. But that's an opportunity to put those things out at the events that you all will be able to take home right there. So that's just to let you know another benefit of the membership and showing up to events is you'll get like, you know, opportunities for things that other people might not get. So there's that. The Wednesday night meals are a big hit. We sold out again tonight. The pork chops, the rice pilaf, the green beans, the baked apples, the rolls. I am really enjoying that. I have really been able to get into my creative flow. That's been my one saving grace is the kitchen. And I look forward to creating whatever next week's menu is going to be. We've got to come up with that. I got a pretty good idea what it's going to be this next week. And I just have to price the protein. So we're excited for that. And we also have some alpha gal people. So I always worry about red meat, but it's time for some red meat again. So I think it's going to be hamburger steak with mashed potatoes and green beans and rolls. So with that being said, I will see y'all live from the shop tomorrow. There's a lot of stuff that's going on. We're so excited for bingo being one last bash. We're going to do that in February. All the things going on in January, as talked about, the baked brunch, the the baked brunch, the day of service, the meditation for the new moon, and gives you a little idea of what our things will look like. Things coming in February, I'm thinking about doing like that are in my brain are going to be things like the puff and paint for Valentine's Day, the maybe a Super Bowl party, an Uno tournament, a growing class, just all kinds of stuff. So anyway, and anyhow, on that note, I am going to get off here tonight because the internet is being wonky and I've been on here more than an hour. I don't want to do that. So sorry that I had the factory reset in the middle of your live, but I appreciate y'all for sticking around and sending me lots of love energy tonight. So on that note, we're going to go with a little peace, love, and feast. And as always, y'all stay elevated. I love you. I'll talk to you later.